All right, here we go. Day 3, punctuation in quotations. First, let's review one more time. Quotation shows dialogue and the exact words a person says. Quotation marks go at the beginning and the end of the exact words a person or a character says. The first word in a quotation always begins with a capital letter. That's what we talked about yesterday. A quotation can appear at the beginning or end of a sentence. I told you that yesterday as well. I could say, Mary exclaimed, I love broccoli. Or I could say, I love broccoli, Mary exclaimed. I'm saying the same thing, just the order of my sentence is different. So here we go. Here's some rules. A lot of words are going to come on the screen. Don't get all crazy and freaked out yet. If the sentence starts with a quotation, you add a comma instead of a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point inside the quotation marks at the end of the exact words, and then you add a period at the end of the sentence. So these plants are huge, he exclaimed. You can see that the sentence starts with a quotation. The quotation marks are at the beginning. So I would add the exclamation point is inside the quotation marks. Do you see that? And there is a period at the end of the sentence. Now, if he was not exclaiming, it would be a comma instead of an exclamation mark, not a period. But we'll get to that in a minute. So the ending punctuation goes inside the quotation marks, and there is a period at the end of the whole sentence. Remember, it's a sentence within a bigger sentence. If the quotation comes at the end of the sentence, you add a comma after the tag. The tag is said, exclaimed, asked, wondered, called, shouted, anything that you would say this person said. And then you would add a question mark, exclamation point, or period inside the quotation marks. So for example, he asked, what made them grow so big? There is a comma after the tag. This tells the reader to pause. It's helping the reader read your sentence. Then the question mark goes inside the quotation marks at the end of the sentence. Here are some interactive questions. You will see a sentence appear. We'll talk about it. The sentence is going to reappear, but it's going to be similar but a little different, so watch out. Dad said, good luck with the garden. Now what needs to go after the word said? That is the tag. What needs to go after the tag? If you said a comma, you're exactly right. So if Dad said, good luck with the garden, what needs to go after garden but before the quotation marks? A period, exactly right. Now, good luck with the garden, said Dad. What needs to go after garden? In the first sentence, we put a period after garden. In the second sentence, we're not going to use a period because that would tell us that the sentence is over. Well, the sentence isn't over because it's a sentence in a sentence. So instead of a period, we use a comma. Now after Dad, we need to mark the end of the sentence. So what should we mark the end of a sentence with? A period, exactly right. Shelley exclaimed, I love peas and carrots. What needs to go after the tag? The tag is exclaimed. A comma needs to go after the tag. Now, if Shelley exclaimed it, how are we going to end the sentence? With a period, a question mark, an exclamation point? Which would be the best choice? An exclamation point. Yes, Shelley exclaimed, I love peas and carrots. Now, I love peas and carrots, Shelley exclaimed. What did we put after peas and carrots in the first sentence? we put an exclamation point. It's not a period, so I don't need to change it to a comma. It stays an exclamation point. However, I need to finish my sentence. I love peas and carrots, Shelley exclaimed. How do I end? How do I end that sentence? With a period. I love peas and carrots, Shelley exclaimed. All right, so on your flipped classroom homework sheet, you're going to write the sentences with correct punctuation. You will see that they're the same sentence, just the tag is flipped. Do your best. Copy the sentence as it is copied. You're going to add 2 parts of punctuation to each sentence. Something after the tag and something before the quotation mark. Bring in any questions you have tomorrow and I will be happy to answer them. Do your best.